Hi students, this post is for the MBA aspirants, students who are looking at taking admissions in MBA in the year 2025. Now, one question that you may have in your mind is that, this channel is all about MBA placements. So why talk of admissions in this channel? So I would like to make it clear, and all of you would agree that a good placements is very much related to a good admission. So if you are able to get admissions in a good institute and probably you plan well, then of course then placement becomes a byproduct. So that's the reason I am addressing it. And so today I'll dwell upon one topic which many of MBA aspirants have in mind, trust me, and which is that from a placement perspective, which is better, joining an MBA as a fresher or first take some work ex and then look at doing an MBA. So here are my takes on this. Here is what I believe. So both of them, have their advantages and disadvantages, and we'll discuss them here. The first major advantage, if if you're doing MBA as a fresher immediately after your graduation, the first major advantage is you are still in the study mode. So those typically those 1 hour, 2 hour lectures and all, you are already in that mode, and that helps you in your PG study, in your MBA study also. So the second important reason why, or the advantage what doing an MBA as a fresher has, is it is easier to prepare for the MBA entrance exams, the those CATs and all. So basically it is easier to prepare, because once you get in a job mode, you get so much into things like work pressure, targets and so on. The kind of commitment, of course, I don't say you can't do it, but the kind of commitment required to get into a MBA entrance exam preparation and get a good institute, get a good score, becomes a little difficult. Third point that I have, in favor of the students who want to join an MBA after just after graduation is the jobs that are available after UG are not that good paying. So that becomes a challenge. You spend 1 or 2 years or 3 years doing jobs which are very less paying. So basically, in terms of ROI, it doesn't make much more sense. Now we talk of what are the advantages if you have a work ex. And I'm sure all of you would relate that the biggest advantage is that you can relate to the management teaching which is going in the classroom to real life. Because you have worked for 2-3 years or whatever years, and then you realize that yes, whatever is being taught, why it is being taught, and how I can relate it when to the actual professional world. And so whatever the professors are teaching and so on. And the second biggest advantage that we have, in case you have a work ex, is that you get better CTCs in placements if you have a relevant work ex. Now this relevant word is very important, so mark that. So if you have a relevant work ex, then companies during placements are going to pay you more. And of course, related to placements, another big advantage is if you have worked for 2-3 years, then what happens is that you have more clarity in terms of what career path you should be taking. So that also is an advantage if you have some work ex and if you do your MBA after the work ex. So, while I discuss some good things about joining an MBA as a fresher and some good things about why you should have a work ex, let me tell you my personal view and my personal experience dealing with so many 15-20,000 students in my placements job is that if you are a fresher and if you are getting a good institute, go and grab it. Take the admissions if you are getting a good institute. So that is my advice, that as a fresher also it is equally, or doesn't make much of a difference. So I hope this video would have been of some use to you, and we'll cover some more admissions tips, because I mean tips related to admissions which could affect your placements in my subsequent videos. So like and subscribe.